Oh, y'all want another video? Oh, y'all want another video?
Okay. All right. Okay. That was a great episode. If I nod my head continuously like this, I'm sure something will fall out.
Baby.
Common sense. Okay, listen.
That was good.
That was a good episode. Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
We're not going to sing the rest of it. I'm trying not to get sued. So, everybody, hey, what's up? It's your boy, Matty Rants.
It's Jamarty 4.
And we're here to do RuPaul's Drag Race Season 10, the reunion episode. I was thoroughly entertained the entire time. We got a lot of stuff put on the table. We had some cry moments. We had some shade.
Gags.
We had the beef hit the fan. And I'm not talking about Wendy's, honey. And I said, okay, this is what I needed from this show. And I'm so glad.
They saved it to the end.
For those of you who are like, no, it had been a really rough past couple episodes.
It was.
This is my favorite show on television. Don't ever question me about that again.
Expectations for it to be at a certain level.
Don't ever question me about that again. And there it is. So let's go ahead and get into this whole gander of a 13th episode, honey. First of all, they start off with Vanjie because that's appropriate.
Miss Vanjie.
I mean,
Miss
Vanjie literally screamed, "Yes, my mom!" when she saw RuPaul had that necklace on, girl. I was like,
did she not know? Did she not see it?
Of course she did, but she's just excited to show that. Like, Vanessa may have been there for one episode, but like she said, I knew I was going to be there for only one time. I went and made sure everybody saw me in the promo, was like, you want to book me, want to book me, want to book me.
That's how I would be.
That is what you're supposed to do when you know what your results are, but they like you already. It's like, get me in the door.
It's like, I'm ready. Where you want me to be at?
I lived and breathed for it. I'm really excited for Miss Vanjie and what is to come for Miss Vanjie. We're just going to leave it there. And yeah, anything you want to add on to the what is it, the VBM?
Miss Vanjie, you see that's like the gay aloha. Like it's, what did Miss Cracker
Miss Cracker said it's the gay aloha. It's like goodbye, hello and thank you.
Miss Vanjie, she tried. She's like, it's multi-purpose. I'm like, no,
well,
girl.
When she said multi-purpose, I said Lysol or Windex cleaner. No, but I understood what she meant by that. So great to see that from Vanessa, Vanjie, Mateo.
Love you.
House of Bam and Vanjie. I mean, those two had catchphrase.
Bam.
Think about that. Alexis Mateo had a nasty little catchphrase.
Unintentionally.
Unintentionally. And then Vanessa had her own middle name. Vanjie. But it was probably Vanessa Vanjie before she came to Mateo anyways. But either way, love you, Vanessa. Now, RuPaul gets into like best lip sync moments, and of course they brought up Monet Exchange and Dusty Ray Bottom's lip sync, which in my opinion, I think is my favorite of the season. Well, let's go think about it through your head.
Well,
keep going.
Yeah.
That's your favorite?
I would say so. There was some close honorary mentions.
Yes. Well, I mean, Eureka's and Cameron was really great too.
Good.
But something about the ring the alarm. Like, Dusty, you wouldn't have thought Dusty would cut up on that one. Dusty cut up.
She said, I was up all night.
All night getting those words down. Because she knew Monet, that was in her wheelhouse. She performs that 7 days a week. I'm glad Monet didn't go, no, I've seen your videos online too, Monet. It's in your wheelhouse. I've literally seen you perform that in a club before the show started months prior to you even filming it. So I was like, yeah, that's about right.
At least they both took it seriously.
They did.
I thought she was going to send me home. I thought she was going to do something to send me home.
It was like, that's my girl. I know what she's worth. And when you know who you're up against, that makes it even better. So, God. And we're going to get to Dusty Ray, too, because Dusty has my heart.
Oh, we love
Dusty. Monique, and Blair really, like, sold us on the heart issue, which was a weird transition from a fight scene, but we'll get to that in just a second. Then they get to the worst, bad moments, and it was like, Monique! And Monique's like, oh...
We're going to have to watch this again. I thought we already saw this.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, we didn't want to see it again.
We didn't either, because it was that and Asia. You don't know the word? You don't know the word? Oh,
it was bad. And then that cartwheel.
She was trying not to kick the vixen.
Was true,
and I saw that the first time, though. I was like, yeah, I see this is like a Vogue battle right now, and she doesn't want to touch her because those are deduction and points, honey. So I still feel bad for Monique, but Monique is a good lip syncer, y'all. You have to, like,
You've
go to
seen
her
her
shows.
shows. Like,
She's
she's
good.
great. It's just
That was just a moment. It was a moment because she said, I was up all night making that outfit. She said, was it worth it? I said that was such a dumb question to ask her.
It was like, obviously not.
She's like, obviously. Like, oh, bro, like, don't do me that way. Cut the cameras. No, America, are you listening? And Ruth said,
Right.
you
Zoom
are
in.
forever editing yourself. But sometimes that's a good thing to do because you know your best angles. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into this now. The Vixen, Aquaria, the Vixen, Eureka. Now...
And Monet.
Oh, no, I mean, Monet really wasn't a part of it because the Vixen tried to bring her in and Monet was like boom, you need to stop. This is exactly what I said, and that's how I said it. Okay? I will say this for the Vixen, in this case here, while we talk about it. Y'all, the Vixen made for great TV. You could say all you want about her being the nasty, negative individual and blah, 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 and all that type of stuff, and I get it.
She kept those ratings.
I get it, though. But, girl, when the show was at its peak was when she was on it. For the first couple episodes, before we go, now Maddie, and I'm like, don't you do me, because you know how I feel. But she definitely had us all talking. Like, you can look at the time frame from when people were on the show. The episode when actually the first episode, the second episode, and the third episode, it was like lit. It was lit. Girl, okay. Woo! Praise, baby. Jesus.
But you know, the Vixen tried to be nice. She tried to be cool, calm, and collective. She said, this is what I thought happened. I thought that, you know, one thing I was told, and it turns out it was something else, and that's when Monet was like,
Yeah, but that's the problem I had with a little bit of what she said was, like, she's like, well, they told me this is what was going on. So then it's like, well, why did you need to jump in that mess in the first place then?
To be messy.
Because you feel like they need to know the truth? No. That's none of your business. Now, that's where I'm on that side of the argument.
Which is
now
true.
here I'm going to the Vixen side of the argument. And this is not about Aquaria situation because we've already talked about that. We're over it. I'm glad Aquaria and the Vixen were like, okay. And you've seen them on social media do things together. They're good now. But Eureka
she is
and almost an Aquaria and the Vixen. And I know everyone likes to say that, Maddie, you hate Eureka. I don't. And you can continue to try, but I don't. Continue.
I'll just delete your comment.
It's hashtag 2 weeks ago. All right, so listen. But no, seriously. They were both wrong. The Vixen was justified in certain things that were happening when Eureka was poking her, but at the same time, like others were saying, I think Cracker said it best, was like, you took the bait, girl. Like, you let her do that to you.
You had a choice.
You had a choice. So I get where you have a choice. This is why I always say learn to respond and not react to things.
You can have those feelings.
Yeah, I can be pissed off at you, but I don't need to act on me being angry at you because at the time that I'm angry, I may come out and say some bull. You know what I mean? So I need to take a moment back and then get at you later when I have my words together and I'm not coming from a place of anger, but a place of understanding as to why you need to do what you need to do to me. That is how that should have went down. Eureka tried to refute the point that she I didn't say I was attacking, You said you were testing her. So you antagonized the situation.
You were intentional for your actions. You wanted to get that reaction out of her just so you can make some point.
Now, we get into the whole moment of... Girl, they were eating popcorn while the Vixen and everybody was fighting. I thought that was some pettiness. I said, now, who handed those out?
You Monique?
You think that was Monique?
I think she had that bag. Here for the comments.
Calorie had a Ziploc bag, and I was like, okay, Miss Burns. I still think Calorie's name should be Calorie Burns. I will forever hold that. If I ever meet her, I'm going to say, Calorie, love you, girl, but God, that last name needs to be Burns. It would be so funny. I just love that.
Take the Kardashian. Just get rid of the whole bronze thing. Do you want to talk about the looks?
But it's her name.
Or wait till the end?
We're gonna wait till the end.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Let's go back. Let's go back to the Aquaria part of this because I just thought about something. You remember when Miss Cracker kind of checked Aquaria about the whole point? Well, so you were gonna say it behind my back.
She was like, I couldn't say what I want to say to her face.
And it was like, so you would say it behind my back. Oh, now that was the gag. I said. And there it is.
They don't like each other. They're just being cordial for television.
I think they may possibly have like a cool... A frenemy type of thing going on. We're like real sisters. We resent each other.
Yeah.
That was the joke. I was like, God bless Cracker. But that was great. But again, back to the Eureka point, and I apologize for us running all over this topic here because that probably was the most... high mark of the show because they were talking about a real issue, and then when Asia got involved and RuPaul and that whole conversation, honey, I was not prepared. But let's get this straight. I was with the Vixen on her point of how Eureka handled the situation up until she walked out the room.
I did not see that coming.
When Ru challenged her and she couldn't take it and said, you know what, I'm just here for my fans, say thank you and da-da-da, and I'm done, and walked out in that piece of toilet paper, I said, you completely just took away your point, girl. You have to learn. Okay, listen. Just like you say you poking the bear, if you're in the ring, honey, you have to finish the fight.
You have surrendered all of your rights
over. You can't be a person in an argument who, if they just don't agree with you, that you can't handle it and you walk away. It's agree to disagree. You move on. I guess you're not going to get my point. Oh, well, next subject, please. And do all of that if you don't agree with what they have to say. They're not asking for you to agree with them, Vixen. They're asking for you to listen to their point on why they feel the way they feel. And guess what, girl? I still stand behind you on that bull that happened with Eureka that literally antagonized you in that situation.
And she admitted it.
Admitted it. Well, no, she kind of was like, well, I apologize for some things. I apologize for everything. And it's just like, you felt really vindicated in that moment because you felt like you weren't a part of the group, so you felt like she intentionally did that to you. Why do you need someone's approval?
So why do you take it out on her? Who's the rest of the group?
Thank you. So, again, but then I also get Eureka in a sense to be like, well, girl, you knew that that's where she would go, so why not at that same point? Because obviously you want to start something bad, but let's be real. Eureka really, like, tried it, and it was kind of like, okay. But the Vixen never had respect for her in the first place, and let's be real about that, too.
And she just got caught in a lie. Eureka tried to pull that, oh, we had this thing, but the next day we worked it out, this, that, and the fourth.
And the Vixen said,
lies.
Hold on. Too vague. Too vague. Bring that back. The Vixen then says, basically, girl, you pulled me to the side and said, well, how are we going to do this? How are we going to handle this so we can wrap this up?
Self-production.
And that's when the Vixen said, I no longer mess with you because I knew you were fake after that. Now, Eureka could have been doing that just to say, we need to handle this for television specifically because that was a bad fight. I get that. At the same time.
I feel like if she came off that way, the Vixen would have said that.
But it may not have come off that way. It may have came off like, girl, this is for TV. Let's ramp this up.
That's how I feel like she put it.
And the Vixen was really in her feelings, and Eureka was playing it like it was some television mess or whatever. I don't know. We don't know. I wasn't there, so I can't speak on their behalf. This is just how we feel about the topic.
Interpretation.
But again, Vixen, I wish you didn't walk off, girl. That really
it just puts
me off.
Like, this is the final moment we see you, and this is what you're leaving us with.
That's just like when someone's asked who's talking about them, and they don't know have a name for that person. You know, things like that. Things like that, where you go, I was with you, and then what just happened? Like, say it now. We're all about truth. Okay.
Say, this is it. This is the last. This is the final moment.
This is time. You get this off your chest now, because Monique sure did.
Oh, baby, she owes nothing to season 10.
Oh, Monique is truly the heart of season 10, and Asia is mother of season 10. Because when I tell you, Asia was crying real. Dying giraffe, dying brown cow, and dying brown cow in the woods tease. Because I was like, whoa, but it's truth though.
She had a point.
Asia's like, nobody ran after her. I feel
including
like
myself.
We in the community of people we should help everybody. And she just wants to be helpful. Now, Rue is like, girl, there's a point where you can't help nobody. You
she
can't.
doesn't want to be helped. You can't make her. But the thing is, it's like...
I was kind of like, Rue, at the same time, you have your coin, though. Taste. Like, you have your coin, though. Like, you're good to go. Like, you don't have to do nothing no more. But there are still people who are struggling and fighting who need extra time, who need to be nurtured in those situations. And tough love is not always what works for them because it just makes it worse. It's like taking a scab and scratching it, and you see them scratching it, and you know they're not supposed to scratch it, but it's not your problem, so you back away from them opening up that wound even more until it just explodes, and then you go, well, that was her. And it's kind of like, yeah, it was, but did anybody... Yeah, you watched her do it. You know you could have helped. You know you had words in your mind for it. But then where does it come to the responsibility of us as individuals on whether or not we back away from situations or we stay the fight and try to help someone out?
Especially because Rue was that girl once before. She trying to act like she was never that girl.
No, she said that she was that girl, and she always tells us that she's that girl. Let's be real. This is not the first reunion where RuPaul's like, I've been there.
From where she came from. So
Tyra, we were all rooting for you. It was that. But I see both sides of it. Tell us what you think. Again, what you all say, I don't want to hear that. This is what do you think? Not, well, what you guys know. I've given you both sides of the spectrum. Okay? I'm not one-sided on this issue. So don't come at me on that. Oh, Matt, no. I'm telling you, I get both perspectives. Jamar, same? Okay.
Same.
I get it. But you have to decide, where do you fall in line with that? Or are you in the middle, somewhat in between, depending on the person, the situation, the case. I personally feel like had it been anybody else that ran out, especially if it was in the top 4, they would have dragged them right back on that stage and said, come on now, you have to
The producers
don't
went
do
after
that.
them.
Don't do that. But I think, honestly, they were over the vixen, personally.
They got her used.
I feel like what we didn't see in the background is the reason why no one ran after her, in my opinion.
And that may have been why Asia was so emotional.
Because it felt like, girl, they don't want to help her. And what is that to say about us? And it really... Some people come from a real big place of hurt, and that is, I can say that especially in the black community, especially with black gay men in particular. I can't speak for other people. I know some of you can, and if you can in the comment section, speak for where you are and what you stand for, because you know how it is sometimes, where you're already set up to fail, and so you get this attitude about things, and then you project it on other people. Then you're saying, well, Matt, that's not our responsibility to help them with that. Is it? Isn't it? You can call them out, though. That's you helping a situation by you calling out someone on their BS. And you telling them about themselves. Now, after that, they don't want to hear nothing.
That's different.
On them.
But
and now, here's the thing. I can hear the comment section now, la, 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 la. You're probably saying to yourselves, well, Matthew, at the same time, doesn't it seem like that's already happened? Did you watch the same show I did? Asia was the only one that sat there and had that conversation with her.
And that's how she can attest to the fact that if you come with her in a tender place, she'll put that wall down.
There was a moment in Untucked, not the moment when she was going off on them about why did y'all say my name and that type of stuff. That is the moment where I'd be like, I'm no longer assisting you in the situation. Because that had nothing to do with you personally, sis. And that's when I can go, no. But when it comes to stuff about, like, race and things and how you feel, and I'm not, like, that type of stuff, I'm like, okay, let's talk about it, because I think you need a better clarification on what's going on and how you can handle it. Like I always tell y'all, respond, do not react, okay? But yeah, Asia in that Rupaul moment, that was heavy. Because Asia was really cutting for the vixen. And at the same time, I felt like Asia was speaking for more than just the vixen, but for a lot of people who feel like that, no matter what color, race, creed, or wherever you came from. I felt like that girl was speaking for everybody in that moment who has trouble with hearing criticism, and advice, and just hearing somebody say, this is where you're wrong. Personal. Right, not taking it personal, okay? Lord knows I had to go through that in my 20s, honey. But, yeah. That was a moment for the reunion. Absolutely. So then we have Monique Hart giving us the heart of season 10. What Monique was crying about was real deal, Holyfield type of stuff. Real. Like,
we know what
I've been there. I'm currently dealing with stuff like that right now with my family, because I'm coming to a point to where I have to disassociate myself with a lot of family members because of our religion and how we were raised and all that. And that goes into Dusty's point too. When Dusty was trying to be fixed, I had the same thing happen to me. Oh my God, so many times. I was sent to military boot camp because my dad said, quote unquote, it need to toughen you up and make you more of a man. I met a really nice guy there, by the way. So boo hagas to that, sus.
It's always funny how they say, we're going to put a whole bunch of gay people together and try to make them not be gay.
Make them not be gay. No, we're going to figure out who's packing what, whose like, body is this, who's got something to go, who can lick and stick and pull, honey. Listen. But I felt Monique all in that moment, and I love that she is still with her faith, as am I, after everything that I've been through. It's not a question of character. It's a question of where you want your faith and your beliefs to stand on, and she knows that she took what she got from the Bible
and interpreted her own way.
And that's what you're supposed to do when it comes to certain things like that, not what somebody told you and how to do it. No. Are you living a good life? Are you trying to be nice? Are you trying to do the right thing? Like,
Like, if you feel passionate about it, if you feel like this is right within myself, and you're not
hurting
anybody,
as long as you're not hurting anybody,
you good.
And trying to cause destruction and mayhem, or separating children from their families,
we want
that type of stuff.
Whole different.
Girl, boo. And then try to use the Bible to justify that? No, that's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother video. Okay.
How much longer, Lord?
I don't know if y'all gonna be drinking this episode, because we really gonna keep this in topic, because I'm not trying to be on this too long today. But yes, Dusty, Blair, y'all, we'll get to Blair, yeah. Dusty and Monique, y'all have my heart. And Blair, you too. because Blair, you had to open up a
Yeah.
huge secret to everybody. That was a big
And that's a
deal.
wound to
Was that
reopen.
the episode she went home? It was the episode she
Yeah.
went home. I said they let her at least let that. I'm glad they gave her.
But it was
a chance
out.
to get her
It was
story.
there.
Yeah, that too. But
You know.
Blair didn't really say that much during the reunion. I was kind of like, oh, I wanted to hear a little bit more from her and her Taylor Swiftness.
She says her album's up for pre-order, though. If y'all want to support Blair, make sure y'all go pre-order
There you
her
go.
album.
And anybody else's music, too. I hope y'all are dabbing your sponges with Monet and her song with
Soak
Bob
it
the
up.
Drag Queen. Yes, everybody got a little song. Even Vanessa Vanjie
Miss
Mateo.
Vanjie.
That's a cute little club beat, though.
But you knew she was going to
I
give
was like,
something for the kids. You know she's going to give you something for the
I
kids.
want to hear that at the club and go, let's see, pow. So listen, back to this all. One more thing, though, for Monique.
Mhm.
It's just me, Jesus, glitter,
Oh, yes.
and rhinestones.
Just me, Jesus, glitter, and rhinestones.
For me, it's like me, Jesus, food, and Super Smash Brothers or
And
something like
Munchkin.
that. Oh, and Munchkin. That's my new love. Oh, love it. Okay. Now, Cracker did get to address Asia O'Hara and the "you're not a star" and how that affected her. And Cracker was like, you don't understand.
hurt my
Everybody
feelings.
was talking about Monet and Aquaria. They were not talking about me. They were bumping them up, and it's like, girl, I auditioned too. I'm just as good. So when you say that to somebody who's already, and we've seen that on the show, lacking of self-confidence at times, it can really play with someone's head. And Asia apologized, to which Cracker responded in a very weird way.
She's like, do you accept her apology?
I accept your apology,
Yes.
but you will not do that. Not again. Not again. And I was like,
She still feels away.
okay, yeah, she's still
She
very,
definitely still feels
she's
away.
very salty about it.
Eh.
Okay, so now, no. I'm glad we saved this in, and I'm gonna try. We're gonna do a quick little run through of the looks because I'm gonna actually take time and put the pictures in like y'all.
Oh,
asked
they've
me
been
to.
asking that for.
It'll be right in this section. So me and Jamar's faces may be cut off half the way, but we'll do it. But let's get to the. Has anybody got anything else to say?
Mayhem.
Woo!
She was
No,
first.
at first I was like, this
Which-
is light and I don't need this and this wasn't necessary, but I get it, Mayhem, get your piece out.
Mhm.
Asia Aquaria, y'all was talking bad about my drag when you knew I wore out that
was
first
sick-
challenge and was the
when
winner.
I won.
I was like, yes.
let them know.
I said, come on,
let
May.
them know.
Come on, Mayhem. Come on, Mayhem Miller.
And my Martian look was sickening.
And it was nasty. It was good.
It was
It
good.
was good. I gave Mayhem a hard time at the. You know what, Mayhem Miller? If you're watching this, I apologize because I gave you a real hard time during the first couple.
season.
I sure
Oh,
did.
yeah,
I was calling her all
yeah.
kinds of whatevers. And after she left, I was like, now what was that for, Matt? And then I saw that Roscoe's video, and I was like, I like this person. I don't know. I'm gonna blame the editing.
It's like you always have to experience the queens in their real element and not just the edited version of the show.
I'm gonna blame how I just felt like I don't know. It made it seem like she was picking certain sides for certain things, and I didn't really care for
They
that.
made it seem like she was just instigating all the time, like ooh.
No, I don't even know my. It's just kind of I don't know. Like, I apologize. I do,
We love you, Mayhem.
and I've already apologized to another queen specifically in a separate video, and things I said about her as well because that is not my narrative and that's not my. It's just not my character. But I was reacting and I wasn't responding. Now, to Monique Hart, calling Cameron a stunt queen. Do you understand me?
I did not see that coming. I did not see that.
Do you understand me, Jamar? Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
She said, I wish that the person you are online is the person we saw in the workroom. And I was like, but what you mean? She said, well, online you clap back, you have all this shady stuff to say, but now here you're prime proper, not having nothing to say, you real cute.
And she brought the point of, well, when you say that you have nothing to say, or they're not going to get me saying anything bad, but you don't say anything good, what do you really feel about the girls? And the fact that Dusty chimed in and got her together. She said, girl, I've had you sit in your lap
and
to get a reaction out of you.
Hi, Cameron. How are you? She's like, well, I always say you guys look good, but after we've engaged with you.
They had to get you,
Baby,
like, together.
Monique said, you will walk in the room.
Hold on. Then you're running, Jamar. Stop. You're running.
Look.
Monet and Vanjie in the background. Oh, you too, sis? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Everybody.
I was like,
who else feels that way? Hands raised, sis. I said, where is Eureka to defend her sister now?
Oh, baby, she was.
Because Eureka kind of was like this, like, like that is your problem.
Yes.
Here's what made that really good though. We low key forgot to talk about U-Haul.
Well,
but no, we didn't.
No.
So, no shade, you. I'm just saying, girl, it was an interesting season for you, sis. When Cameron made that face and
which they
Monique
zoomed in
and loved thank you production for that because that was good.
We may have missed
Ooh,
it.
I was like, oh, they zoomed in.
There was that eye roll.
Monique goes, there she goes. There she is. There she is. Now you're present. And everyone was like, yep.
She called out. She clicked back.
That's you. That's how you are, girl. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
No, you made that face. You weren't feeling it. Tell us how you really feel. Stop holding that stuff in. Like, you come off as very fake and not present when you're with us, girls, and that is really hard to read. And we find... I know she wanted to go in deeper, especially about that situation.
Maybe. It probably was. But the
I think they did go in deeper about that situation at Roscoe's, because even Mayhem in the background was like, girl. So, Cameron accepted it, though. That's the difference between Cameron and the Vixen in that moment there.
Because she just sat there and was like...
She said, okay, I got it. I hear you.
Probably reading them in her head, though.
Probably reading her in her head with that good old grandma chantilliness that she was wearing for that reunion. But, yeah. Still, that mug is still beat, though. I will never be able to say anything about that. Not ever. So, the reading session, I think, was my favorite part. We keep saying that this was the best part, and this was the best part.
It was a good episode.
It was a good episode.
It was a good episode.
Look, we're
like,
smiling.
there was multiple favorite... Okay.
We started it off. Nobody was... None of that happened. Right. It was good. I felt like it summed up everything I wanted them to sum up. I think we were waiting for this to happen, but girl, when Calorie Kardashian Williams tried to get Miss Vanessa Vanjie Mateo say, girl, how does it feel to have a catchphrase last longer than your time on the season? And she said, at least I have a catchphrase. Who are you again? Yeah.
And because I was the one that sent you home.
Too late.
I sent you home.
Too late.
But no, you stuttered. The moment has passed.
Too late. Sorry, sis. Not enough. Woo. It was good for me, but Dusty had the best one. Now, Monique said Wakanda fish for Monet and Aquarium piggyback. What kind of fish is that? Thank you. I said, thank you, you slow girl, but you're still funny.
She has moments. She has moments where we love her.
She's witty. She just doesn't know it yet. Ha. Now, Dusty, though. Oh, my God. The way she dragged Cameron and then got Blair into it. I couldn't.
She's like, now, why you starting to sit back there looking pretty?
No. She dragged Cameron, Eureka, then Blair. Talking about, what did she say about Cameron, girl? I was giggled and gooped by it. But then when she said,
what's it called, a stunt in To Catch a Predator?
No, it was the one with Eureka talking about, I do see why you're with Cameron. Because it makes you look like what?
You're petite. Like her ego makes it so big it makes you look petite. Or feel petite.
Or feel dainty or something like that. It was something very, oh my. Ooh. And then when she goes, and Blair, while you back there looking like I know you're trying to do your acting career, but when you're just an extra on How to Catch a Predator. Oh, the bait on How to Catch a Predator.
Blair was not ready. She was like, wait, you're talking about them.
Girl, that was the gag. That was the gag. But no, I was U-Haul when Vanessa said, and who are you again? U-Haul got up. U-Haul Monique was like, walking away. Walking away.
I think Monique did a death drop. Is that when she did her death drop?
Oh my God. That was so flipping funny. The next question is asked, who the girls feel, should, win.
Be America's Next Drag Superstar.
Not a single girl said Cameron. And
she was just sitting there like...
Reading them in her head as usual. Then gets on Instagram. No, I'm just kidding. I don't watch her lives like that. But... interesting reunion episode. So, Jamar, let's go ahead and get into these looks so that we can get out of here and do our next segment for today. Let's go ahead and we're going to start with the order of elimination.
Miss Vanjie.
Miss Vanjie. She's popping up right here. Sickening. Everything.
Beat.
Done. Calorie Kardashian Williams.
So many
Next
mistakes.
person.
So many mistakes.
Next person. Girl, did you see the undergarment? Did you see it?
You
You saw that black?
No.
I was like, now how that comes sitting up? Now how that happened?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Oh my God. It was a bust. Thank
No.
you.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see that black right? Oh my
Ooh.
God. Okay, here's another thing too about that. Let me not greet her all the way for her life. I liked some of the colors. Why the spray tan and then the way you paint yourself with the spray tan? It's clear it's a spray tan.
It makes you look.
Don't spray tan anymore. Just naturally tan, girl, because it doesn't work with you. I'm sorry. Yuha.
I like the
Next,
idea, but the
Dusty.
execution. But I swear I wanted it to be good.
Girl,
but she
came out there she came out in a big t-shirt, a ratty wig, and put dots on her face again. I'm sorry. I love the fact that she was Samara from The Ring. It's not the girl from The Grudge.
If she just stayed in the character the whole time.
That would have been hilarious. But then we wouldn't have got that moment that we forgot to mention about her. Oops. Okay, next we're going to Dusty.
Sickening.
That was everything. Dusty.
From head to toe.
Awesome.
From head to toe.
Mayhem. Oh, girl. Mayhem.
This wig on Miss Mayhem Miller.
Mayhem.
You better give it to me.
Girl, you had the shades, you had the look, you had all fabulosity. Blair, you could have done better.
It was subdued. Like, she's been so...
Are you okay?
Like,
I hate to say it like that, but... You
I
okay?
don't know,
Like, you, I don't know, but, I mean, your single was everything. Like, you've been doing really good. Monique Hart.
Here for the comments.
Okay. Somebody was saying, okay, I'm going to be real about this. I'm not going to read it because I actually liked it. But somebody in this group I'm in was like, girl, who let Ronald McDonald's drag daughter out? I said, it's popcorn though. So how did you get that? Just because of the colors?
Basically.
But it was still a read. But I was like, oh no.
But it's
very creative. I'm here for the creativity of it. I'm assuming she had bags of popcorn in that pillow that she was carrying around.
I would have.
As a snack. The Vixen.
It was the brightest look she's had all season.
The top here was great. After that, it died. It died. Okay, it was a piece of toilet paper. Monet, you know what,
Giving
Monet?
full church lady
I
realness.
live for these prints on you, Miss Thing. I live for the good print, Miss Thing, and not like a regular print, but like an Afro theme centric.
Yeah, it gives
very
Afro
island,
tees.
very all of that.
And even these wigs.
Yes, honey, and that wig is cute.
Yes.
Not a kitten wig, as RuPaul tried to get you together on again. RuPaul wore you out. She said, my whole family got kitten wigs. What you mean? I live for the bow in the hair, as I did with Asia with that look she did within the orange. Miss Cracker gave me Rapunzel tease a little bit. It's a little basic,
it's a little
honestly.
basic for Miss Cracker.
But that wig is right. But
yeah, I feel the wig is the focus, but still the rest of the outfit.
That's not a reunion sit down in a chair look, in my opinion. Yes. Next girl.
Huh!
Okay, so shout out to Aquaria for actually giving Monique like this tease because that's a brown cow print. Then had stunning. Y'all didn't even see that when they were doing the show, but I had to look at the pictures online.
She looks good.
Everything.
She looks good.
Everything. Who's next? Now, Asia O'Hara, honey, you give me so much. Ooh.
This is pageant down.
It is pageant. It is. I have money. Everybody, all these animals died for me. It is all of that. Now, one thing I'm going to read you on, sis, is that good old lace right here.
I want to say it was the light because I didn't see it on the show.
I didn't see it on the show either because they blurred it out like they did RuPaul's hairline that one episode.
Babe,
but
one.
So Asia's hairline was clockable in the picture. Second subject.
Okay, now this
is
a completely different wig.
Okay. Jamar, go first. Because you know how everybody know they feel that I'm a hater, so.
I honestly enjoy this. With this wig. Not with what she had on in the reunion.
Yeah, that wig was kind of small that she had for the reunion.
This is what she should have had.
That good old giant loaf.
I actually like this.
You like it?
What do
you like about it?
I like the colors and the fitting of it. I think it actually looks good, to be honest. I do.
My turn.
Oh, no. Well.
No. I'm going to say positives. And I'll give you the one negative I have. And that's just my thought the first time I saw it.
Okay.
I live for the Cinderella look that it gives me. I live for the silhouette. I love how her makeup is done, even though she only gets to right here, and then everything else is just her regular body and all that type of stuff, and she has a really bad habit of doing that. I wish she would paint for this.
There's a lot of queens that do this.
I hate it. I'm like, paint all the way down here, girl, because it needs to match. Like, your hands can be another color. I wouldn't care about that. You can wear sleeves and gloves for that. But before I continue, because it's like, oh, well, Matthew's going to say something nice. No, he's not. My one thing I want to say about this dress, because I do not like how it looks with the colors in a way, is that the fact that it looks like a ceiling from a crappy restaurant that was on Gordon Ramsay's Hell Kitchen episode. Am I lying? It gives you nail salon that charges you too much.
So she looks like
on
a
the wall.
chandelier.
No, it gives you wall mural. Like, I want my ceiling to be a sky.
So you don't like the pattern?
Yeah, but I live for the silhouette.
Okay.
I live for the silhouette. Like, I'm like, oh yes, high drag, mama. Like,
Yeah.
I really
Even
like the
puffy
silhouette.
Shoulders. Usually I don't like a puffy
I don't
shoulder.
either, but I'm good for this.
I like
Like,
the puffy
it is.
shoulder.
It's cute. But that sky crap right there is giving me, oh, don't cut my cuticles too hard right there. Like, that's all that gives me. It just gives me obnoxious woman in a nail salon that goes there because she knows they charge her extra for nothing. There we go. Cameron.
Flat.
That's all season, girl. No, that's not true.
No, not all. No.
Yes, let me take that back. Taking it
But
back.
this,
I wasn't really living for it. It gave me.
after all of that I've seen you do,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even like this headpiece.
You don't like the? I think the headpiece need to be
I feel
bigger.
like it looks crooked or
Do you
something.
think it
Maybe
needed to be
it's the
bigger?
angle?
I think it needed to be a little bit bigger.
It
I
needs
needed
something.
more. I needed more.
Something.
She's still pretty. Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, she'll still be pretty.
Still
She'll
pretty.
always be fishy.
Golly.
But just the costume could have been more.
Alrighty. The girls are gone. We're back again. Tell us, what did you think of the reunion? Did this give you what you need? Was life received?
Absolutely.
How do you feel about certain things that happened throughout the episode? Whether it be an argument, whether it be a funny moment, whether it just be RuPaul going, I was that girl! You know what I'm saying?
I was like, what?
Calm down. You've done this. You've done this so many times. And I get it, and I understand RuPaul's point, but then I'd be like, but you're not. Stop.
It's
like,
not the same, but
it's
okay.
like, I get it, but
Not
you don't
quite.
have to say that anymore. That's how I feel about that. You don't even have to say that anymore. Or explain yourself, for that matter. Real tea. So, okay, but Jamar, you loved it. It was great. All good.
Baby, it blew last year out of the water.
Honey bunny.
It blew last year out
Honey
of the water.
bunny. All right, kids. Thanks for tuning in. Next week is the finale.
The finale, baby.
We find out who is crowned and who is Miss Congeniality. We shall see you next week.